Buenos dias, guys. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy, and today I want to show you a new deck that I created only for you guys because you've been asking me for a going second, like strong going second Blackwing deck that works, and yeah, that's why we've been doing this. Okay, so let me know what you think about this one. Watch to the end of this video to see kind of combos, and I'm also going to explain you how to work with this deck because it can be complicated, okay, but I'm going to explain to you why I added specific cards and whatsoever. Okay, so watch to the end of the video. You might learn a lot. Okay, by the way, I wanted to say that I don't think that this is the best way to play Blackwings nowadays. Okay, I don't think, but if you feel like you've been losing most of the dice rolls and you don't want to depend on going first anymore, like whatever it is, like maybe this deck works for you. Okay, I don't know. Me personally, I don't have an issue with going second with the Kali Yuga build, but some of you might do. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's why I did this deck, and let me know what you think. Okay, so let's check it out. What we got over here. If you want to see the combos, then wait until the end of the videos. I'm going to show you some. Alright, first of all, we got 3 times the Moon in this deck, 1 Zephyros, 3 times Shamal, 3 times Dudri, 1 Gale, 1 Steam, 1 Hamatan, 3 times Vata, 1 Chinook. In my opinion, guys, you have to play the new Blackwing support, like the Shamals, the Zudris, the Vatas, all 3 times, because you always want to see those on your hand. Always. They, like, even Vata and Black Featherwound can give you a great board. So, yeah. Then we're playing 3 times Black Warwind. Why? Because Zephyros and Black Warwind is something like that you don't see, that like you don't want to see that, but it's gonna happen, and if it happens, then this is something that you like to see, if that makes sense. And then yeah, Shamal Black Warwind is great. Zudri Black Warwind is like one of the best combos that you can see because you can easily chain lock. And yeah, even a Gale plus Warwind can give you a pretty solid board. So yeah. Then we're playing only 2 copies of Black Feather Warwind. I don't know why, but I feel like 2 is just perfect. Then we got the Blackwing Twin Shadow. The reason why I added this card back to this deck is we are playing so many hand traps in this deck that there are going to be situations where you only have like 1 Zudri on your hand, and if you don't play the Twin Shadow, then only 1 Zudri cannot give you that big of a board. Okay, but with the Black Twin Shadow, you can actually summon Blackwing Soul Dragon, full Armor Master, and Chinook to your field. Isn't that great? Sorry, Chinook to your hand. Or you can even go for 2 times Blackwing Soul Dragon with only 1 Zudri, but only if you play the Twin Shadow, okay? Then we got 3 times Prosperity. Prosperity is a must in this deck because, like I said, you rely on going second, and if you're going second, you got the Prosperity, you want to banish 6 cards and hope that you can draw like an Evenly Match or like Book of Eclipse, because usually if you have one of those cards on your hand, it's always going to break their boards. If not, they have like Ash or something on their hand. And the reason why, like 3 times Impermanence is like the most played hand trap, I feel like. So that's good. Then Nibiru, I only like to play 2 Nibirus for some reason, because like seeing 2 Nibirus on your hand, usually you don't want to, usually you do not activate both of them. Okay, like even if you have like 2 on your hand, you're always going to be like, 1 is always going to stay on your hand until the end of this game. Okay, you're never going to activate 2 of them. And sometimes if you're playing against Labyrinth or Traptrix, you might not even be able to activate a single Nibiru. Okay, so yeah, I feel like just 2 Nibirus are fine. Then we got the 3 Eclipse, 3 Evenly Matches, and 3 times Ash. In the X deck, we got Nothung, Boreal Storm, Raikiri. We need Raikiri in this deck because if we summon that 1 big ass token and then activate it, for example, Evenly Match, and the only thing that's gonna stay on their floor is like a huge token with 10,000 attack points, then you need to summon Raikiri to destroy that. Otherwise, he's going to kill you with that token. Next up, we got Sylvan in this deck also. The reason why I'm playing Sylvan is because we're also playing the Twin Shadow, and if we are going first, or like if we're building our board, then we're always going to search for the Twin Shadow, and yeah, those 2 just can be really deadly as a combo. Then we got the 1 Blackwing Dragon, 2 times Blackwing Soul Dragon, 1 full Armor Master, Draco Berserker. arguably the best going second card to OTK. So that is really good. And yeah, next up we got Muddy Mud Dragon and Dragoon. The reason why I like to play those two cards, guys, and right now I can't say much about those two because I got some really spicy stuff coming up next hour. I don't want to say too much right now, okay, but I got some spicy stuff coming up with those two cards, okay. So it's pretty nasty, pretty nasty, okay. Patrons already know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to spoil you too much right now. But those two cards, guys, incredible. Then we got Wystrix and Bald Savage Dragon. I'm playing only because I'm also playing the Steam. Because if you only have like Steam and Hamatan, or like Steam and any other Blackwing monster on your hand, okay, usually that looks like a brick, but with Steam and any other Blackwing monster, you can easily go into Bald Savage Dragon. Like, I'm talking about worst case scenario, so that's fine. And going second, also arguably the best card in the game, is the Arc Rebelling Sea Dragon that you can summon with the Raiders Knight. And yeah, like, I don't know how many games I won thanks to Raiders Knight, like when I used to play this card. Currently, I'm not playing that card in the Cayuga build because I don't have no space. But if I would have space, then I would play this card. And going second is just so huge. All right. Now let's show. I'm gonna show you some combos now. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So let's say for some reason. All right. Sorry. Let's say for some reason we got only Vata and the Black Feather Wildman on your hand. Okay. That's like, I'm talking about worst case scenario. Or like usually if we get a lot of interruptions, the last thing that you're gonna end up with is like only Vata and Black Feather Wildman, because yeah, depending on what's gonna happen. Okay, but worst case, okay. So with Vata, we want to send either Hamatan or Chinook to the graveyard alongside with Zephyros. Then we're gonna go into Blackwing Dragon. Now we're gonna activate the Black Feather Wildman with a special summon our Vata. Now we can activate Zephyros effect, and this is now still our 4th summoning. Okay, so this is our 5th summoning. So even if we get Nibiru, we can still end up on something. So that is pretty nice. Like, for example, if we get Nibiru right here, we can still end up on the Black Winged Assault Dragon and special summon Chinook with the Black Feather Wand. Okay, like worst case scenario. And yeah, for example, okay, then those two, okay. By the way, as you can see, I sent Shamal to the graveyard with Borea Storm's effect, because next turn, if we summon like another Blackwing monster, Synchro monster, or something from the X deck, then we can get Chinook back to our hands. Like having Shamal in the graveyard is just always good. And now activate Muddy Mud Dragon's effect, going to Dragoon. And yeah, sometimes like if your opponent, like if a lot of people don't really have an out against Dragoon, only if they have like a perfect hand. Okay, if they don't have like a good perfect hand, then a lot of decks cannot out Dragoon. And in addition to that, we can summon like the Blackwing Assault Dragon. And I mean, this is not something that you like game deciding, okay, but it's still strong. And this is also a reason why I rather play Cayuga, because with Vata and the Black Feather Wildman, usually it's like always game for us if we can play through a full combo. So, but this is still strong. Like, this is still something that you can do. Okay, so let me show you another board that you can build. Okay, and the best board that you can build with, for example, one Simoon and a random black monster on your hand would be like this. And this is not the best Blackwing board that you can build like in general, but in this deck it is pretty solid, because like I said, we are going second. We can play playing like up to 15 hand traps or something, 14, 15 hand traps. If you count Chinook as a hand trap, then it's 15. So yeah. Then like there's different ways how you can play with Simoon. This is like just the best case scenario, where you can also search for the Twin Shadow. And yeah, if this combo is too fast for you, you can slow down the video or stop it anytime. And yeah, by the way, as you can see, I'm not really playing smart right now against Nibiru or through Nibiru. But that's something that I want to show you in a future video, okay? Because I have some really new spicy tech combos that I want to show you in the future, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, this is how you get rid of the Y-Strix, by activating Steam's effect so that you can tribute him. And now what that means is you got a free. This is really cool. Okay, so Raikiri becomes a tuner because we use Blackwing monsters for him to summon him. Now we're gonna get the token back from Steam, and now we can use those two to go into Ball Savage Dragon. And now we got 2 Omni Gates plus Blackwing Assault Dragon and the Twin Shadow. Okay, so even if we get Rosary mode or whatever, if that shit happens, no problem. Just go into full Armor Master or even Sylvan, like, doesn't matter. Okay, against decks like Labyrinth, sometimes full Armor Master is enough to out your opponent. And here you got 3 chains. Chain 1 could be Sylvan to destroy 2 monsters or 1 monster. Then chain 2, the Black Feather Woman, and chain 3, Shamal, to get Chinook to your hand. So, and then you can summon like Raikiri, and if you have sided yet, you can also use like the Eradicator or whatever, and then tribute your Raikiri, and then like look at your opponent's hand. Okay, but this way I would do it only like in the draw phase. For example, let's say you're in the draw phase. You don't want to summon Sylvan because you know you're playing right now against Labyrinths or Runic, whatever it is. Then obviously you don't need to summon Sylvan. Okay, so you're gonna summon full Armor Master, and then chain 1 Black Feather Wound, chain 2 Shamal, get Chinook to your hand, special summon Raikiri, and now you're gonna activate the Eradicator, and then look at your opponent's hand, and then remove all those trap cards or spells, whatever you want. Okay, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, let's go back to the deck. Alright, so I haven't even talked about the side deck yet. So in the side deck we got 2 Lightning Storms, 1 Harpy Feather Duster, 3 times Gozen Match, 3 times Dimensional Barrier, 2 times Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. Like I said, like this card can be really good going first if you can set it against Labyrinths or whatever it is. And yeah, you just want to set those, and then if you summon like Raikiri or whatever it is, man, whatever it is, you can just tribute it and then look at your opponent's hand. So that's pretty cool. And then also just for consistency, if you want to go first, then you can side in the Small Worlds and the Strudo for more consistency, because I realized that going first with so many hand traps, like, it can break. Okay, let's do some hand testing. We can do some hand testing. Okay, by the way, this is going second. This hand is actually pretty nice. Okay, really good going second. Okay, see, and now this is why I like to play Prosperity, because if we are going a second right now, banish 6 cards. Okay, I'm just gonna banish random 6 cards right now. Let's see if we can draw any. See, Book of Eclipse, beautiful, evenly matched, beautiful, just beautiful. See, you're just gonna do that, activate the evenly match, and then you won. You basically won the game. This is why Prosperity is so huge in this deck. Then here, nice, we got a Ball Breaker going. So as you can see, going second, this deck is really strong, really strong. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so let's see how good it is going first, because let's see, right now we're playing only with 4 cards. What if we only have 5? We play with 6 now. Let's see, with 5 cards. This is pretty awesome, pretty solid. Also really nice. Okay, the Prosperity can save us here over here. If we can draw like a Zudri or like a Simoon with Prosperity, then that's pretty cool. Pretty good. Okay, nice. See, and this is also going to happen. Hands like this, it can happen. It's not going to happen all the time, but it can. But this will at least give you 2 rounds to survive. Okay. Now we're depending on the Prosperity again. And if we got Allure of Darkness, guys, if we're playing Allure of Darkness, let's say we're playing Allure of Darkness, okay? Let's say we're playing Allure of Darkness. What would happen? Okay, we got Vata, Zudri. Okay. So with Allure of Darkness, we would be able to get one of those 2 cards, okay? So the issue would be then we have to banish one. Who are we going to banish? Probably Shamal, and then one Zudri. One Zudri is not really good. Only one Zudri, because you always want to expect like one ash or one imperm, like tough. Okay, here we're relying on the second card that we're going to draw. Yeah, top deck. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, like if we brick, it's not like a really, really huge brick because we're still going to survive with an eclipse and Nibiru and an evenly. Okay, so it's not that big. But yeah, I like it. What you guys think? Do you like it? Oh shoot. I just realized I only showed like half of the cards. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah. Sorry guys, I just realized that the screen was hidden the whole time like this. Damn it. That sucks. Okay. Kind of embarrassing. I didn't realize that. Okay. Damn it. I don't want to cut the video. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Fuck. Man, embarrassing.